I have run out of money. This video is not to beg, not at all. If it was to beg, I wouldn't be sitting in a chair, I'd be on my hands and knees. I don't need money from begging. I can get money other ways, but that's what I'm here for. I'm here to share my methods for getting money, because I can't buy any more games because I ran out of money. So let's start off with some background. I'm in college and I spent my money on college. I know, boo. Um, yeah, that happened. So I have no money currently, but here's what I'm doing to get money. First off, I know I'm gonna see this. Just get a job. Well, here's the thing. I can't. I'm in this weird situation in which I'm being screwed by a giant trill that I can't get it done. I just can't do it. So here's what I'm doing. Honestly, it's just hoping I get lucky. In a sense, it's gambling on games, I guess. I buy broken things on eBay and just hope they work. It's been pretty successful so far. I bought a broken DS for like $10 and it was fully working when it got here. I don't know if some gremlins worked on it on the way there. So that's my least consistent method, but it's been working out pretty well. And I've been fixing up GameCube controllers for cash recently. That's been some steady cash. And here's another one that anyone can do, no matter where you are, as long as at least as long as you're in the U.S. Oh, excuse me. Facebook Marketplace lowball people. Although I have no money, my wealth of knowledge is pretty large, especially when it comes to video game stuff. I have been buying video game items, games, all kinds of stuff off Facebook Marketplace recently with just crazy lowballs. I got Pokemon Gale of Darkness XD for $10 like 2 weeks ago. I already sold it for $140. Well, that's how much I made after. It sold for $160, but that's how much I made. I made back $140. I bought a bunch of other stuff from that same guy, but I kept it, which is the biggest problem, really. I can buy stuff for cheap, but selling it's the hard part for me. I mean, that's how I got here, but that's the best method. Highest profit margins is probably keeping an eye out on Facebook Marketplace, checking it every few hours. Hence, you don't have a job and you do online college, so you have basically infinite free time. So you just refresh that page every few hours or so just to see if there's anything new. I only got that because I was the first one there. And I'm always the first one there, and that's why I'm making money. What else? Well, another good method that I personally don't do, but hey, I can't knock it, is selling your games, controller systems, to facilitate the buying of other games. I don't sell. Currently where I'm at, I don't sell. I keep my games and I keep getting more and more. And, eventually I'll be jam-packed and I'll have to sell some stuff. Then I'll buy more stuff with it and then I'll have the same problem. So it's like, it doesn't really matter either way. But yeah, I'm out of money currently. All this is to really say, go check out my eBay. I don't have money. It's in my description, the link to it. Or at least the text that you can Google. I don't know how it works. I think it's not a hyperlink. It's just a regular link that you'll have to copy and paste. But I'm selling some decent stuff on there. And next weekend, or this weekend, if you want GameCube controllers, I'm going to put a bunch of them up there. Some are good, some are meh. It goes from like a meh to actually pretty good. So that's something. I got some decent stuff on here this week. Next week, I'm getting just a lot of GameCube controllers and some other meh stuff. Now that I'm thinking about it, nothing crazy next week other than GameCube controllers. So, yeah. And, I figure this video is going to get, no views. So if anyone reaches out to me and buys... If anybody actually from this video goes and buys something, reach out to me on eBay. Send me a message just saying, hey, I came from your video, something like that. I'll throw in a random something with your order that's relatively related to what you buy. So I'm just saying that to self promo here. I really doubt it's going to get anywhere, but if it does, that'd be pretty cool. I do have some stuff in mind I wouldn't mind getting rid of, which is actually some decent stuff. So if anybody sees this, I might just ask you, I might just give you some options of things. If anybody actually ends up buying something. This week I'm only selling some filler games mostly, and one GameCube controller. It's a pretty good one, pretty vibrant. But that will be everything. Check out my eBay if you got the urge to, if you have the money. If you don't have the money, just take a look, then walk away. Because if you're like me, you don't have the money, don't spend it. Don't get in debt for something silly like this. I know it's my hobby and everything, but I'd never get in debt for it. That would be foolish. Very foolish. But, one last method to get some cash. This is how I buy new games. This is how I've gotten my Switch 2 collection. I've gotten 10 games so far. I do surveys online for gift cards. I know you might have heard that one before. That's nothing original. That's nothing crazy. But it's just you have to be consistent. And all of this hinges on the fact that you can't get a job, by the way. If I could get a job, I would. I hate those surveys. They're so time consuming and pointless. But they pay me. So I get video games with them. Yeah, it's been pretty good so far. But I hope anyone watching this has a great day. Leave a like if you're feeling like it. Check out my eBay if you got some free time, and I'll catch you in the next one.